No, no, ma'am. This is not a good idea.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
What would be really cool would be to see the Department of War take on our greatest enemy in the geopolitical landscape. You know, you got to be able to fight battles and win battles. You can't just be the Department of Defense. That's not what it does. It's really honest to call it the Department of War because that's what you should be focused on, winning wars and lethality. Speaking of lethality, something really creepy and weird happened over the past couple of days. Xi Jinping hosting Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un in Beijing. Hot mic, Xi and Putin discuss using organ transplants to achieve immortality. Oh, got it. Okay. Well, in case you're wondering if this is like a Bond villain, like level creepy conversations between some of the world's darkest dictators, you're right. While strolling down the red carpet at China's massive World War II victory parade, China didn't have a World War II victory. The communist Chinese during World War II hung out in the mountains. That's where Mao Zedong lived. He's a dirty bastard coward. Mao Zedong lived up in the mountains, allowed for the Chinese nationalist army to get mowed through by the Japanese, totally conquered. Then America came in to liberate China, which is exactly what happened, and to defeat the Japanese. Effectively, America defeated the Japanese so profoundly and then brought the war to Japan that Japan had to like completely, the Japanese conquest of China, which Japan had conquered all of China, fell apart. That's how it worked. So victory over Japan in World War II? No, that's not how it worked. No. Anyway, what's the point? The point is, whatever, have your stupid parade. But they were caught on hot mic discussing living forever by stealing organs of other humans. Great. Let's go ahead and listen. Okay, so let's read. Earlier, people rarely lived to 70, but these days, 70, you're still considered a child. Okay. Tell that to Joe Biden. Okay, inaudible. With the development of technology, human organs can be transplanted, and people can live longer and younger and can achieve immortality. Yay! Yeah. Predictions are this century, there's a chance of living to 150. Would you even want that? Okay. Well, that's creepy and weird. And these people are not obviously to be trusted. And I don't really care, what you think about it. You can make jokes about it, right? This is what Greg Gutfeld has done on Fox News.
Hot Mike caught Vlad Putin and President Xi brainstorming on how they can live to 150 using organ transplants. God, I hate hot mics. That's why I never got along with Michelle Obama.
Greg Gutfeld is making big mic jokes about Michelle Obama, like with regularity on like a show-to-show basis. So all the more reason to watch. And that's why he's leading the late night. I mean, because they actually find like that's why he has a bigger audience than all of the late night shows combined, and they're all losing their jobs. Hot Mike picks up Russian president and Chinese president talking about organ transplants and living to 150 years or more. What do you think about this? I think it's extremely creepy, but especially given the fact that the Chinese regime in particular has a dark history of stealing organs from people. Chinese to triple the number of Uyghur organ harvesting centers. Oh, great. So what they do is they take populations of unwanted people in China and they rip their organs out and leave them for dead. Isn't that cool? Please stop stealing young people's internal organs. That would be nice. Okay, that would be nice. So yeah, capable of horrors beyond all human comprehension. Hopefully the new Department of War will take these kind of things seriously. Whole Department of War stuff is extremely cool, but stop harvesting organs so that you can live as supervillains for the rest of your lives. Like they know, of course, the cameras are on. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. They know the cameras are on when they're having these conversations. They want you to hear about them. They want you to hear that the goal here is to use all of us as batteries to just keep the organs alive before the party members harvest them from us so they can live forever as grotesque goblins and Frankenstein creatures. Like the Emperor, like Emperor Palpatine, right? Yeah, okay. If you don't know how God works, or if you don't believe in God, of course, you're desperately hoping to achieve immortality in this life, but you can't. No matter how powerful you are, you will die and you will face God. Something that Putin, Xi, and Little Rocket Man should think about, says Eric Metaxas. Well, Congress is now vowing to stand up to CCP organ harvesting. Yay! The same Congress that sells out to China every time it gets a chance. Yeah, okay, got it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Jesse Waters' takedown of this entire scenario. It is really creepy. Yeah. Don't spite God, right? Man's days are numbered, the Bible says. Don't spite God. Here we go.
The stakes are high. There was another show of force across the globe. In Beijing, Xi had some friends over for dinner. Putin and Little Rocket Man got the red carpet treatment. Modi from India was there. He hadn't been to China in 7 years, but wasn't ready to march in the parade. Xi, Vlad, and Kim wanted a little alone time. They got caught on a hot mic, and it was a little weird.
In the past, people rarely lived longer than 70 years. But today, they say that at 70, you are still a child.
Human organs can be continuously transplanted. The longer you live, the younger you become, and can even achieve immortality.
Just two dictators fantasizing about immortality. If you ever wondered what they talked about when they didn't think people were listening, that's it. Trump wasn't there, but he sent Xi a message. Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America. The Chinese leader also showed off his toys. He took Vlad and Kim to the military parade, gave them a look-see at his nuclear triad. And they even laid eyes on his robot wolves and underwater drones. CNN was downright giddy.
We're watching live pictures tonight. Right now, a massive parade underway in Beijing as the Chinese President Xi Jinping is showing off his country's arsenal and military might to the world.
This is a message of strength. This is a message of victory. After all, they are commemorating the 80th anniversary of the surrender of Japan. This is a demonstration to China and the world that China is strong, it can protect itself.
Oh, CNN lavished more praise on China's military parade than Trump's. Remember?
We don't need a military parade. We don't need to spend millions or maybe hundreds of millions of dollars to do that. But we want to do it because he has to feed his inner image monster.
CNN won't celebrate our military, but they're celebrating China's victory over Japan. It wasn't China that made the Japanese surrender in World War II. It was us. Japan colonized large swaths of China, Manchuria, Inner Mongolia, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Mao won a few small battles, but it was the U.S. military that decimated the Japanese empire in the Pacific theater and forced their surrender with atomic bombs, too. We basically liberated their country. Have the Chinese said thank you?
I thought it was a beautiful ceremony. I thought it was very, very impressive. But I understood the reason they were doing it, and they were hoping I was watching, and I was watching. President Xi's a friend of mine. But I thought that the United States should have been mentioned last night during that speech because we helped China.
Thank yous go a long way, especially if you want to do business, and especially if you want to do business with Trump.